Live, the news you count on. NBC2 News at 6.
Good evening, Southwest Florida, and thanks so much for joining us here on NBC2 News at 6. I'm Alex Howard.
And I'm Elise Chingari. We have a lot to get to today, but first we have to check in with our first alert meteorologist, Justin Hobbs. Justin, we've been dodging this rain across our area today. Is it going to affect people on their early evening dinner plans? How long is this rain going to stick around?
Yeah, absolutely. As you're heading out for any of those evening plans, we are tracking those showers continue to move through parts of western Lee County, including right here along Pine Island Road all the way up to Wilmington Parkway. That's where we're seeing some of the heaviest rain as you get just to the west of North Fort Myers. Meanwhile, over in the Cape, things are starting to lighten up for us. We had some heavy downpours over there over the last 30 minutes. That's now starting to shift off further toward the west as we get out towards Pine Island. Still dealing with some heavy rain here from Fort Myers Beach, Punta Rassa, Sanibel, Captiva. This is all going to be moving over your way as well as this system tracks off towards the west at about 10 miles per hour. So very slow moving storm cells. Going to take a little while to get out of here. In fact, I do expect this line of storms is not going to be out of here for at least another hour, maybe an hour and a half, and we could still see some lingering light rain behind it. Meanwhile, further to our north, Charlotte County, far western part is still dealing with some rain. That also tracking here off to our west, so plan to have that umbrella as you're heading out for any of those evening plans. Now, the intensity of these storms is going to start to back off, and we're going to see less of coverage of showers here as we get into the next couple of hours. I think by 7 o'clock, still dealing with some showers and thunderstorms, but then as we get towards 8 to 9 o'clock, things start to back down for us, and then things should start to wind down as we get further into the night. But what about your Sunday and your upcoming work week? I'm going to be breaking down your rain chances and where they're going to be located. That's all coming up here in just about 10 to 15 minutes.
Justin, thank you. Well, breaking news right now at 6. We're talking about how dangerous this situation could have been. Take a look here. It happened there on Fort Myers Beach. You're watching the moment a woman drives her vehicle almost into the Nervous Nellies building there. People jumping up from having dinner as they see that SUV ramming into the benches through Bayside Veterans Park. Obviously, that's not an area that you're supposed to be driving in. That woman is now facing charges tonight.
Definitely a scary situation. NBC2's Kennedy Mason is local with us on Fort Myers Beach, walking us through what led up to that woman's arrest.
LCSO tells us a driver barreled down the sidewalk next to Nervous Nellies, went through Bayside Veterans Park, and ended up under the Tiki Pavilion at Snug Harbor. Obviously, you can't drive there. Captain Melody King, owner of Paradise Parties on Fort Myers Beach, says despite what the driver thought, the area near Bayside Veterans Park isn't a drive-through. Take a look at this video showing 34-year-old Janelle Schoner driving through Bayside Veterans Park on Fort Myers Beach Friday night.
My shock factor when this happened was like 150, 200%. Like, it was above anything that I've ever seen happen recently, and I just want to point that out. Like, one small incident doesn't mean this is happening all the time.
People on Fort Myers Beach say they've never seen anything like it. King says it's a reminder to drive sober.
That was a person, that was one choice, that was one bad day, and what you do and who you are two different things. But this island has taught so many lessons to so many people, so let this absorb into the souls of every single tourist from across the international world. When you come out here to Fort Myers Beach, do not drink and drive.
LCSO tells us no one was hurt and there isn't much damage to the area besides a broken wooden post connected to this tree. Schoner was arrested for DUI with property damage. I'm local on Fort Myers Beach. Kennedy Mason, ABC 7.